Good day, colleagues and friends. Alan Dahl here again from Nexus PE. Last week, I talked directly to the CFOs and I shared an illustration of the importance of focusing on your own budget instead of just benchmarks as the waypoint for all of your productivity efforts. This week, I want to turn to the chief nurse executives and talk about an operational challenge in your units and their performance: the huddle. I will preface this discussion by commenting on the short-sightedness of a nurse's influence, fiscal or otherwise, in the hospitals. Of course, nurses impact the care path and escort patients and families to a healed state, or at least some level of comfort. But they're also CEOs of their business units. I've seen so many examples of nurses on my journey in healthcare that go above and beyond and give that extra bit that the patient needs. But it's not written in the job description. It is truly a disservice that there isn't more done to prepare them for the grind of running a standalone business. Think about it. By every financial definition, a hospital department, a single department, is an independent business with customers and suppliers and revenues and billing and expenses. All of these departments roll up into one larger umbrella, the hospital. Now, I know I'm oversimplifying this a bit, but it's true, and we take it for granted. What have we done to prepare our clinical leaders to run these multi-million-dollar businesses? If you look at your units through this lens, you will probably recognize, just like me, that we do not empower them with the tools to run these businesses. It's like giving your leader a wagon with square wheels and then expecting them to move faster or run a race. But whipping the horse in the front of the cart won't make it move quicker. It'll only exhaust and burn out the horse. Every hospital that I've ever been invited to for a productivity engagement, I hear a statement that goes a little something like this: we meet every 4 hours and make adjustments to staffing. This is great. This is nursing proactively trying to do the right thing, but they're left to making decisions here with their own intuition. The huddle is a critical platform for patient care, but also making staff decisions. So what does that dialogue look like? What can it look like? Most hospitals are not equipped to provide the performance data throughout the day. So again, I'm highlighting a gap in decision making, and it's costing your organization. Here's the challenge specifically for nursing. I'm gonna get a little bit technical. So productivity is simply the ratio of my investment of resources in staffing hours to the work demand that's in the unit. In one form or another, the work demand for this productivity measurement in the budget for nursing units often called statistic or units of service, is defined as patient days or fractions of patient days or equivalents. I'm not challenging this definition of work. It is the right measurement. However, it isn't counted until the day is done. Patient days are almost always counted at midnight. Therefore, if productivity is a measure of my investment in human capital for a patient load counted at the end of the day, how do I know how I'm performing if it hasn't been counted yet? Again, another highlight of the disservice to nurses to run their business. Nursing leadership is very competent to do this. They're just not equipped. Staff DX has a tool that gives nurses the visibility of their performance within the day, based on what has come into the department already, and foresight to adjust in a very simple way. The artificial intelligence in Staff DX helps them make decisions at the already present 4-hour huddle. So there's already an operational rhythm that the tool fits into. These are real operational tools that drive performance, and you do not need to be an accountant to understand them, because we make the business side of healthcare simple and intuitive. You can get back to the bedside quicker and do what really is most important: taking care of your community. Finally, there are countless examples in social media and the news illustrating the power and influence of nurses during this unprecedented season. And I am extremely proud on a personal level of the nursing leaders and those at the bedsides that are changing lives daily. The attention and the sacrifices these warriors make every day is finally being recognized. It's a shame that it took something like COVID to highlight that, but thank you for all that you do. We will come out of this, and right now, if you haven't already started, there has to be a strategy around fiscal recovery. According to a report released last month by the Chartist Center for Rural Health, nearly half of rural hospitals were already operating in the red before the COVID-19 crisis, and many closing before there were any known infections in the communities. Right now, the focus is on patient care, and I understand that, and it should be. This is the priority. But looking over the horizon as we start to recover the financials to make the hospital solvent again, we cannot afford to overshoot staffing as we build back financial strength. So, Chief Nurse, we have a couple things to consider. What is the guiding decisions of your nursing leaders when it comes to staffing? Are they doing this with a scratch piece of paper? Or do they do they have to open up a time and attendance system and dig inside an electronic health record on a computer to try to find the data they need so they can do a calculation that we haven't taught them to use to make decisions we have put them in charge of? Or can I simply open up one app and view it from my iPad or my iPhone? If I can help in any way building up your nurse leaders to be an operational CEO to complement what they do great clinically, please direct message me here or email me at the link below, or you can visit my website at nexuspe.com. Chief Nurse, thank you for your leadership and your perseverance. Have a great day.